vaccination, but I'm also for getting back to normal.
All right, well, you're a doctor. Let me talk about masks for a second. Why won't you wear a mask on the floor? I know that you've tested positive for COVID before, but you can still get reinfected, and you can also be a carrier.
There's probably no safer place on the planet than the Senate floor. They've all been vaccinated, and I've already had it. So could you imagine somewhere on some planet that I could get it again? Yeah, but 25 million people have had it, and there's not more than a handful that they're saying may have had it again. The people who end up having it again, because they've got some built-up immunity, have very mild cases. I had a very mild case to begin with. So I think we should put this into perspective and not be crazy. But is it deadly? Yes, I have a staff member who just survived 9 days on a ventilator. I know it can be deadly. But the thing is, we should not discount immunity that you get from vaccines or discount immunity you get from having it, and we should let individuals make the decision.
There are two things. One is manners. If someone feels uneasy, and there may be a staff member that perhaps wasn't vaccinated that comes in contact with someone who's a carrier who's asymptomatic, but also the message that it sends to people around the country, because we keep hearing from the CDC, social distancing and wearing masks, and then it looks like, well, Senator Rand Paul doesn't have to wear one.
Yeah, well, if you look at the statistics, see, we should have an honest debate about this. There was a study out of Stanford in the last month that showed they looked at 10 different countries, and they looked at mask mandates and all these crowd control things that government wants to do. Not any evidence that any of the mandates have worked. So if you look at the trajectory of the virus since a little before Christmas until recently, it grew exponentially despite more mandates. Almost everybody getting infected said, I was wearing the mask all the time. So guess what? The masks don't work. They haven't changed the trajectory of anything. The cloth, people cutting up their clothes and putting it over their nose, 97% of virus-sized particles go through that cloth. So I'm not into symbolism. I'm not into sort of saying, oh, let's just do it to make everybody feel good and have this talisman. The science is not there that any of the mandates have made any of us any safer. And in the Senate, it is completely a show. It's complete theater because they've all been vaccinated, including the staff have been vaccinated. So to me, these are science deniers. People say, oh, you have to keep wearing your mask. They're denying that the vaccine works. The vaccine works, and so does natural immunity. I want to get back to normal, so I want to be a leader to show the people, once you've had this, don't be afraid. So let's just don't say, oh my goodness, you might get it again. You might be a carrier after you have a vaccination. Destroys all hope for people. Let's have some hope about moving forward and getting back to normal again.